So I think I was a voracious magazine reader since childhood, and what used to interest me most in those magazines were those pictorials or photo shoots. I used to be in awe of the art of fashion that came across through those pictures, and I used to keep looking at them for like really long time, understanding the entire process that would have gone behind those. So I think I had that interest and inclination since childhood, and hence I took up designing as my course, and I joined NIFT Delhi. After finishing my course from Delhi, I joined some design houses and retail brands as a designer, but simultaneously I also approached a lot of magazine firms. And as soon as I got a call from GQ magazine, whose head office was in Mumbai, without batting an eyelid, I shifted my base from Delhi to Bombay. And from there, I have never looked back, thankfully. Thinking in retrospect, I think GQ was one of my first jobs, almost like an internship. But moving out of GQ and working on my own was a very courageous yet difficult move. But with dreams to fulfill and the spring in my stride, I think I managed. And because, as they say in the industry, fashion industry, it's all about word of mouth majorly. So with the little contacts I made at my stint in GQ, I managed to get my first client, and I think I did a decent job there, and hence I got from that one to another one and so on. I think the most important thing to follow and understand is with every small little project that you take up, once you've committed to something, you should give your 100%. That is what I have always followed. And once you do that, you will always sail through. I ardently believe in the fact that every individual is beautiful, and styling makes the world stop and notice. But having said that, I think for you to be able to pursue fashion and styling, you should have keen interest in garments, shoes, accessories, etc., and to be able to visualize an entire look together. Also, a lot of interest in shopping and sourcing, because that is the most important part that you do the entire time while styling. And if you've done a designing course, that comes very handy because you understand the fabric texture and value for you to be able to deliver that exact requirement of your client in a particular weather condition and background, everything that we generally follow while shooting. Besides that, if you could do a styling course and workshop, or maybe follow fashion communication, that will be good. But ultimate knowledge definitely comes when you practically take up any project. So you can start interning with somebody, and eventually from internship do a job of assisting a stylist, and you should be really focusing while you're doing that, because that's the most important part where you learn. Besides, after that, you actually just follow what you've learned. I think you should first, maybe if you're completely inexperienced and just starting fresh, you should maybe try a few in-house styling projects, like style maybe somebody in your family, friends, put their pictures up on Instagram or maybe any other social media. Try doing some exclusive photo shoots personally, experimenting and showing your ideas and creativity to the world for them to notice. And once you have a handful of such pictures, you can obviously then try and start doing some internships and then assisting some stylists further on. And from there, if you still find you're quite interested in the same field, you will pave your own way. Calculated risk, hard work, and a lot of interest in fashion and designers, and a pinch of luck, I think, will be necessary. But like I said earlier, obviously the most important part being your practical knowledge. So I suggest whenever you guys are assisting anyone, interning with somebody, never waste any time spent at such jobs, because that would be the most valued investment going forward. So I've been working in the film, television and fashion photography since about 6-7 years now independently, and having a team celebrities style for various occasions, events and reality shows, etc. has been part of my job. So your constant effort and your praiseworthy output at every such occasion and event is what gives your celebrity and your artist the trust and the confidence in you. That is when they actually can give the reins of their most important part of being, which is looking good in your hands. And that is, I think, when you start having amazing experiences with all your artists, all your celebrities, because then it's a complete amazing process to handle. The fact that I started working independently very soon in my career has, I think, proved quite beneficial, because that has kept me away from getting influenced by any other stylist and their way of working. So I've been able to create my own style, own way, and hence have an edge over others, I guess. I think firstly we are really blessed that we are in the era of social media being so active, where all our designers and design houses have their lookbooks, catalogs, everything displayed for us on Instagram, etc. So we can constantly keep going through those to keep us aware of the current trends and designs in fashion. Besides that, we can also look at some websites like if you can get hands on WTS, and it will be great to study forecasting trends for the coming season. And for nice visuals and styling photo shoots, etc., you can look at some websites like Jedroot, Production Paradise, also Fashion Surf, Fashion Gone Rogue, etc.